We have 6 other gorgeous colors. The colors are just everything. You can't find these colors anywhere but here. Here's your red, we have gray, we have navy blue, we've got this in the turquoise, we have the really pretty soft lavender, and we have it in, check this out, magenta. So much fun to add a little pop of color in your kitchen. But the better news here is that this does all the stuff that's so hard. I mean, how many of you are great with a knife? I'm not, I try, but this does all the hard work, and we're gonna show you. Seeing is believing. Kelly Diedring is joining us in the kitchen tonight from Cuisinart.
Hello, hello.
What a treat to have you back.
Nice to be back. I love this little machine. I'm telling you, if you don't get your color now, don't get mad at us later.
No.
Because Kelly and I were like, which one do we want? Do we want the lavender? Do we want the, I think I love the pink. I know, so get your color now, because I'm telling you, these are exclusive to HSN. It is that 50th anniversary of the food processor. Cuisinart literally, quite literally, invented the food processor. Yep. I'm chopping here because I want to show you can stop this wherever you want to stop it. But look at our little picture of the anniversary celebration.
And that's a chocolate cake.
Okay, yeah, I love that cake. Why is that cake not in the studio? Happy,
because we would eat it.
Because we would eat it, and they know they can't trust us around cake. Happy anniversary to the 50th, excuse me, of the original food processor. Cuisinart literally invented it. Changed the world in terms of the culinary experience. And so now, if you're still using that one from 50 years ago, and I know some people that are literally using one from 20 years ago, that's Cuisinart. Cuisinart lasts and lasts and lasts. Go ahead and upgrade. This is smaller, this is compact, it's 250 watts. It still does everything that you're going to want to do. So I wanted to show you, you can get like a really coarse chop, or
there we go.
You can go for a fine mince. If you want to go for some finely minced garlic, your mirepoix, if you wanted to do the chopping there, you can do it. You can see the blade is incredibly sharp, and at 250 watts, there's pretty much nothing we've thrown at this machine that it hasn't been able to do. Amanda left this here for me. She goes, this is the garlic and the mystery liquid. Don't get it.
Don't. It's so full of stuff you can't even pronounce.
And then you could do it fresh, right? Just buy the fresh, chop it in your food processor. You're getting about 10 seconds later, it's finely minced.
And you know,
garlic.
To do that with a knife, not only would it take me like an hour, if I could ever get it that finely.
Exactly.
Then your fingers smell like garlic for 3 days. You know what I mean?
You don't even have to touch it.
No, you don't even have to touch it. By the way, it comes with a cute little blade. We have the coolest spatula set too that I'm going to highly recommend getting.
I feel like that's going to sell out too.
It probably will.
It's a very good price.
Well, there's one that I've never even seen before, and I'm sorry I'm jumping ahead here because this is just such a great buy. This is to get to the bottom of those mayo jars, or to the bottom of the blender. Or if
you have a larger blender.
Yeah. By the way, there's the info to get yours, 852560. It's only $14.95. You get this one as well, which is a nice hard scraper. And then I love this one for like your eggs, just like scooping it out of a saucepan or a little, little fry pan.
They're great.
Okay, we're busy already, my producer Rick just told us. So get your color. We've got 8 available for you. Nowhere else will you find these colors. Here we go.
All right, so it's holiday cooking. Yeah, your mirepoix. So we have our celery, our onion, our carrot. I'm just showing you can stop whenever you like. You can have larger chunks. You can go for a full mince. What are you making? Are you doing a stuffing? Is this for a stew? What is this for? You have complete control. With Cuisinart, we've thought of everything. I love that it's simple too. So there's just chop and grind. I'll tell you about grind. Grind actually runs that blade in reverse. We'll get into that in a minute. But look here, just for like your holiday stuffing.
Wow, look at that.
I mean, now I can, instead of chopping, I can go and pour a glass of wine or have fun with Callie or get the games out.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, now we're talking. But you can be doing other things rather than for my mirepoix.
Yeah.
And now is the time to do it. And again, maybe it's a gift for somebody in your life that's a youngster, like we were talking about early 20s, just starting out. Maybe they do want that lavender or that hot pink, right? You're not getting them anywhere else but here.
The colors are amazing. We'll take a quick look once again. Magenta, lavender, turquoise, navy. We've got them in gray as well as red, and of course the black and white. But that's the only color. You're only going to find black and white in retail and spend more. Lowest price in the industry, here and only here today with free shipping. And then at the last minute, they added the 5th flex. So it's
that's amazing.
$5.99 to get this. With an HSN card is $4.99.
And do you see how fast everything is? I mean, you're talking, I haven't done anything that's taken me longer than 30 seconds.
Exactly.
That's fresh hummus. So fresh is best. We all know you can buy hummus, but does it have sodium? Then you're trying to cut down on sodium. Does it have flavor that you want? You can add in dill. I saw a dill recipe for dill hummus that I loved. This is up to you. you now. You control the ingredients. So we had tahini, we had our chickpeas, we added some spices, some red pepper flakes, some parsley. But look at that. That was under 10 seconds that I hit that chop button, and it really processes right through those chickpeas, or whatever you have in here. I mean, are you making you know, buffalo chicken dip for the big game? Are you making spinach artichoke dip? Are you doing a fondue dip? You can throw everything at this machine and rest assured that that 250 watts, 250 watts for $30 is basically unheard of, Callie.
Well,
it's unheard of.
That's why it's one day only.
Yeah.
This is a today's special and only here at HSN. By the way, all the colors are here and available. I just wanted to point out there's some great information in this booklet too. It's too small to show you really up close, but lots of...
It's a great chart that tells you, like, okay, let's say you're chopping carrots. It tells you pulse, and then grind. I mean, it really does a nice job of laying it all out.
And lots of great recipes in here too. So take a look, chop and grind. Easy to just one, two choices, easy to wipe clean, no knobs that stuff gets stuck underneath. You know what I mean?
And you can see, I love that you pointed that out. Nothing can get in this. I was wiping mine because I have kids and they like to put their sticky fingers on everything, and I just literally wipe it clean. And my 4-year-old was helping me. We were doing all these demos. We were looking for all these beautiful demos for the holiday, and she was helping me. She's like, Mom, can I push the button? Because there's nothing for her little fingers to get into. So how about a tapenade? We just have our olives, our parsley, we have some garlic, some fresh garlic. Don't buy it, because now with Cuisinart, you're getting it in just, what is this, like maybe 8 pulses? I could really go for it if I want to, but I mean, you don't need to. You have 250 watts of power working for you, grinding everything, chopping everything, emulsifying everything, mincing everything, and I can like not clean the cutting board. I can not clean my knives.
Good point.
Just throw it in here. And by the way, except the motor, so obviously this is the base and the motor, this is all dishwasher safe.
Easy, easy, easy.
And my husband doesn't want anything to walk through our kitchen that's not dishwasher safe. It makes him crazy when I say, it makes him crazy.
Like you said, like with a knife and then the cutting board and all the things, and then just having to be good with the knife, letting this do all the hard work. That's why we call it like the perfect little sous chef.
Yep.
It does it all, doesn't ask for, you know, a salary, it doesn't need tips, and it works overtime, seriously.
No tips. You can send those tips our way, though. Right. Me and Callie work for tips.
I have to jump in on this.
Look at that.
Promise.
So we did it. Look at this board, though. Talk about just holiday entertaining. You can do this.
Gorgeous?
This is so aspirational to me. I look at it and I'm like, I could never do that, but like I could do that now.
Honestly, that is a beautiful presentation.
Isn't it gorgeous? And just 2 homemade dips. That's it. We just did the olive tapenade. We did our hummus, and then look at I mean the presentation.
It's so fresh, and isn't that? It feels so good to know you're not eating things that are full of sodium, full of sugar, full of all the things. I mean, we know
Fresh
we can't
is
even
best.
pronounce half the ingredients because there's so many preservatives. Fresh is best.
It is.
It absolutely
is best.
It's cheaper, it's better, it's healthier, and it's so fast with this.
It's so fast. So this is one that I thought, okay, I could never make something like this. Okay, you know you can buy the freeze-dried fruit. It's like $3.50, something like that, $4. Freeze-dried fruit. So they have blueberry, they have banana. This is strawberry. Okay, so you just pop in your freeze-dried fruit. And then I'm gonna just grind it up. It'll just basically turn it into a fine powder. So you remember, you just 2 buttons, chop, chop, chop. Instantly fine powder.
Wow, look at that.
So that's freeze-dried strawberries. So that's gonna be delicious. And then just take your heavy whipping cream, all right? And we're just gonna pour our heavy whipping cream. And we're gonna do like a strawberry mousse.
That smells so good.
You could top this on anything, really. But because of the power, because you have 250 watts, literally in, I don't know, was that under 10 seconds, Callie? I have basically a strawberry mousse.
Under 10 seconds. Wow.
I mean, how beautiful. It's a dessert that you're like, I never thought I would do that. It sounds too fancy. It sounds like, okay, you're gonna die. It's so good. I made this in the, it's so good.
That is amazing.
It's amazing. And it's just like a strawberry whipped mousse based on those freeze-dried strawberries. You get them at every grocery store. It wasn't a specialty.
That is better than I thought it was gonna be. That is super good.
I know. It's delicious. So, I mean, you can put it on ice cream or pie at the holiday season or whatever you want to do, but check that out. I mean, what a beautiful way to do something in about 20 seconds. Some of these things, it seems like, oh, that'll take me forever, but not with Cuisinart. I mean, we just look at how delicious that is. And then, you know, you can lick the bowl clean, or at least the kids will, and then you just throw it in the dishwasher. You take the spoon, lick it clean.
It gets better by the moment.
It gets better by the moment.
If you weren't with us at the open of the show, Kelly made this fresh salsa.
Fresh salsa.
Fresh tomatoes, fresh cilantro, fresh garlic.
Yep. Fresh, so that's the thing. So salsa is only 5 ingredients, but if you were to look at salsa on the back of a jarred salsa, it's like 20 ingredients, and a lot of it's sodium, and a lot of it's preservatives, chemicals, some oil. You know, what are you trying to avoid? Every one of us is trying to avoid something. Is it carbs? Is it sugar? Is it dairy? Now you can just eliminate it, or you can gift this to somebody in your life that you know is going through that health journey.
By the way, red and black are the most popular, which is no surprise to us, but look at the other colors to consider. I mean, they're so pretty, and don't forget, there's no one else that has any of these colors, not even the red. We have the red, we have magenta, we have a soft lavender, there's turquoise, there's navy blue, there's gray, and of course then the black and the white. So all of these choices, we've got 6 colors, and I don't know if you know this, but you can't find any of these colors anywhere in any retail store, on any other site. The other site that most of you shop at is $10 more than what we're doing today at HSN, and I don't believe they do FlexPay, do they?
I think they only had 1 color too.
Maybe just black.
I think it was black.
Truly, this is such a workhorse. And that's a small price to pay for something that's gonna, like I said, work overtime for you, especially as, you know, it's football season. The parties are happening aside from all the holidays.
Yes, it is. And I'll tell you, for me, the big food processor that came out 50 years ago was great, but they had to make them big and clunky and chunky back then and all that. And is your food processor huge? Do you have a 8-cup, a 10-cup, a 12-cup food processor? And are you downsizing? Are you an empty nester? Do you not need 8 to 10, 12 cups of guac every time you make it? Because most of us don't. You usually need that 3 cups. That's usually the sweet spot.
Oh my gosh.
You saw I did salsa in about 14 seconds and guac in about 18 seconds. And these are just with ingredients that you know you're controlling. You're able to make these things fresh for you, for your family, pop them in the fridge, have them for later. You know, for me, getting this out, you can see, like it would fit in my handbag. I mean, it would fit in yours too, don't you lie. All of us women have a handbag this would fit in.
Well, it's so tiny.
It's
I mean,
small.
there is a time and a place for the big one that maybe you've had for 20, 30 years. I mean, Cuisinart, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the brand. So this is gonna be more of that day-to-day, all the time. Use it all the time for anything and everything versus just for the big gatherings. Wow, we are marching towards 1,000 very quickly here as we just get this day started. The item to order yours is 848841, and this may sound crazy, but we're not limiting 1 per customer.
Oh, wow.
If you wanted to get a multiples of these for the holidays, oh my gosh. Doesn't it feel good knowing you're gonna give somebody a gift that they're gonna use?
I think they'll look at it and the perceived value is gonna be 80, 60, 70 bucks. Because that's what these go for. You can see there's 2 spouts on the top. Sorry, this is the first time I've mentioned that, but there's 2 spouts on the top. They're little drizzles. Yeah, so let me just show you. This is maple syrup, because we're doing our sweet potato casserole, because it's holiday season, and so all the holidays require sweet potato casserole, obviously. And so you just pour it in the top, it drizzles slowly, and then you just hit that button. So if this is like, you know, chocolate you want to melt in, if this is cream, whipping cream, if this is oil, Callie's jamming on the guacamole, you can drizzle it in slowly as well without having to open the top. That's a new feature I haven't seen in one of these mini food choppers. Most food processors, most of them you have to like kind of open it up. But look at that, or maybe this is baby food. Is this for a new mom?
There you go.
This is, because this is sweet potato puree for our casserole, but maybe you're gifting this to a new mom. And they want to be able to do their purees. And so they can do that knowing that they got the organic sweet potato, and look at this dish. And remember, when we were babies, we all ate this and we thought it was delicious, okay? And that was our meal and we thought that was great. But now we make a casserole out of it and it's way better. And we put brown sugar in it.
You know, that drizzle area up on top, that's great for like, even if you're making an emulsified salad dressing.
Absolutely. Oh, it's great for salad dressings. This is perfect for salad dressings. If you're somebody that loves salad dressings or has a homemade salad dressing recipe, this is going to be the machine you reach for. Not a big clunky blender. The blenders are heavy, they're hard to clean. This one, I'm gonna show the grind. So remember I talked about 2 different buttons. That's all you have. I've been using Chop for almost everything because they're sort of for mixes, softer foods. The grind is for like a dry rub. If you wanted to do all spices and seasonings in here and do a dry rub for your pork or your nuts or your hard cheeses. It actually spins the blade in reverse.
That's interesting.
Look at instantly. Look at that. I gotta open this. Like, I wonder if we can't get, look at that. That just ground those up in a second. And even if it's just topping for like a sundae, an ice cream sundae. These are your peanuts or your almonds. If you want to do almond butter, I made almond butter in it the other day. So I ground my almonds, I added a little bit of oil, and then I hit chop, and I made almond butter. And I was like, wow, I'm fancy, but it was really easy.
And so much more affordable.
It's, oh my gosh, almond butter's like $12 for a little jar.
My son's a vegan, so I'm like always pumping protein at him, and I'm like willing to spend it, but when you can make it fresh.
Make it, buy the almonds.
So much more affordable.
Yeah, look at that. And so right on our sweet potato casserole, right? So we just, in about, 40 seconds total, did our sweet potatoes, and we ground up our nuts, our pecans and our almonds for our casserole.
Wow.
Just throw on some marshmallow and you're good.
One more quick reminder on something that I think you're gonna absolutely love. This is, by the way, three spatulas in a set. One mini. This one's the harder one to scoot or kind of clean up the sides of whatever you're playing with, whether it's the Cuisinart chopper or anything else. And then this one's brilliant. This is the one that gets down deep into how many times do you try to get to the bottom of
a big jar of mayonnaise.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't have a lot of these, and they have been super popular. There's the info, 852-560. These two, great little gift if you wanted to think about it that way, but spatulas, you know how that goes. You just can't have enough of these. But continue ordering our today's special. Oh my gosh, we are so busy this morning. I knew we would be. Our 50th anniversary, we are celebrating Cuisinart as a brand. Literally, there's not a brand I can think of that has changed our kitchens more than Cuisinart.
And when you gift Cuisinart, you gift knowing like this is the premier
Quality.
sort of, you don't hear of anything, nobody has anything, I've never spoken to somebody that's like Cuisinart. It's the high-end brand.
Is.
That's what you want in your kitchen.
Top tier.
Like you want the high-end purse, you want the high